usually, after the lesson, we have a workshop. So let's see, what is it? What is a workshop?
A Kabbalistic workshop, we spoke about it during the lessons in the first semester, in the second semester. But again, as Shimon is saying, there's nothing like feeling it. So imagine that after we did the preparation to the lesson, and then we sat together in the lesson, and we felt all of this myriad of emotions, and even emotions that we didn't knew that we had, you know. And we are, you know, this part of the lesson is moving on to the questions and answers. And we can feel the heart of the friends, and they are asking what, hey, ask what I wanted to ask. And he and she. And, you know, we are feeling like this togetherness. Then afterwards comes the part of the workshop. And the workshop is, I think this is also one of the most important events in the Congress, if not the most important, because we're sitting with we're united into circles of 10. And what will happen is that Rav will take all of this spiritual charge, I don't know how to call it, what we got in the lesson, and now we will circulate this spiritual, I don't know how to call it, power, force, light, between ourselves. This is the difference, Rav Lightman once explained it, between surrounding light, which I'm trying to draw, and inner light. When we're speaking between ourselves, and as we know, the laws of the rules of the workshop, but if we're with the intention to the center of the group, the light that Rav passed on to us during the lesson is really entering to a feeling, to a true emotion, to a true feeling between us. It is becoming something that is flowing between us in the circle. It becomes a sensation of oneness, a sensation of that I know that what I feel, Shimon feels, and he's continuing me, and we all become one vessel who feels and elaborates and lives this thing that Rab Lightman gave us in the lesson.
I don't think that, at least I don't know any other way to really feel what we study more than in the workshop. That's the vessels cannot be one. It's only the unity. That's when we speak together and everyone from his point, from him, bring to the circle. From him, that's only this is completeness. That's only this is a vessel. That's no way to really feel it so practically in life. What does it mean that I myself am not a vessel? Only together we build a vessel in between us. And because when I hear what I say only what I say. But when I hear everybody what he says, and everybody kind of put his part into this, and together we feel like it's complete. Otherwise, it's not complete. One angle is not complete. Only a circle, when it comes all together, you feel really the feeling of gathering, of togetherness, of vessel, of what does it mean completeness, harmony, one. That's and I don't know any other way to really fulfill all the studying, all the preparation, everything into practice, like a workshop.
And I can also add that one of the, after some years of doing these workshops and passing them on to others via education, courses that we were giving, you see that the almost immediate result when people are sitting, and it doesn't matter what they're saying. Everyone is saying something. We are so concentrated on his point in the heart, on the common desire, on how can I add to this circle, that the words really, it's not an exam. It doesn't matter what you are saying. You can say the most, dumb thing on earth. It doesn't matter. It matters your attitude. And one of the results that we're seeing is such a huge, an enormous feeling of happiness, of joy, which is coming out of the circle. Each one of the friends, you will see it, you will feel it. each one of the friends will begin to feel such a joy, such a fulfillment. And why? Because you in the circle will begin to taste a little bit the light, the wholeness, only connection, only positivity, leaving the ego outside. You will begin to feel such a joy that, well, we're afraid you will become drug addict of this, but really, and you know, you don't need the ego, you don't need nothing. You will feel that you want to be inside of this and not to go out of it. You will see, it will be amazing. And really our work in the Congress will be, even though physically we will go out to the circle, to a meal or a break or whatever, you will feel that inside of you, in your heart and your mind and in your desire, you want to keep this, this, I don't know, existence, this feeling that you are one with your 9 bodies, 9 friends.
Many times we have a chance through the workshop to see our nature. Sometimes, because in the beginning we many times don't want, because that's our egoistic nature. We don't want to open or to, and then when we start and we get out of ourselves and we become part of the circle, we really don't want, like Moshe said, we don't want to get out of it. We feel like that's a real nature. That's this false nature of the ego it's part of us, but it's not real. It's something that we kind of, I feel like a victim of it. And our real nature is to be together. And when we get out of it, after the resistance is the beginning, but once we start and we become, we feel like that's our real nature. That's our real place we want to be. And we don't want to get out of it. That's what's special about the workshop.
And very important, the workshop, you know, it's also, it's a beautiful thing, you know, it begins with a small, even a game maybe, that we can connect to each other, you know, just the small, the first steps. But what matters is that after the workshop, you will have also a phase which is called reflection, that each circle will choose a representative, or we will speak together, or on the process that we've passed, because it's important to elaborate, to know what are these feelings, and also to do it together. And it will be also incorporated with a phase, small phase of questions and answers that we could ask of. And here, you should not be shy at all. All of your states, one can come and say, I don't know what's happening with me, I feel like repelled, but yet I want to be with them, but I feel this ego, what's happening with me? Or one can say, I didn't feel nothing, and one can say, wow, I felt. Everything that you are feeling is how do you say, justified, is the most right thing to feel, and please give it to all of us. Share it with Rav, and you will see the most horrible thing, I will tell you, wonderful, it's so good that you are feeling it, because yes, this is your vessel, and you will see that in the Congress, we will feel these ins and outs, and we will feel how good, for the first time, you know, we will have this discernment, how good is it to be with the friends who share the same desire as me, my parts of my soul, of my point in the heart, and how bad is to, you know, stay with the ego, and you will begin to feel the field of work, where we can work with the friends, what is the freedom of choice, what is the perception of reality, none else besides him, all of these things that we studied theoretically, you will feel it in the workshop.